Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So in the previous session, we have learned about how to convert HTML template in Angular 20. So it is just a continuation of previous session. Basically, in this session now we are going to learn how we can convert the we need to get rid of the whole JavaScript which we are using to create a slider in our Angular application. So in a company during a training or internship, you can be asked to, yeah, it can be asked to you by your TL or manager that we are not going to use any JavaScript in our Angular application. So can you please convert this JavaScript to the compatible with totally Angular, so that because whenever we are using Angular applications, so we are not going to use JavaScript code in our application. So how we are going to get rid of script file which we were using. So if you are new to this session, so before watching this session, I would like you to go and see this session so that this session will be better, understandable to you. Okay, so now let us start the session and see in our application. So I'm just opening the application here. So this is the application, and here we added our scripts basically. So for now we can get rid of slider v1.js because the template which we converted was related, that particular template was including this js file, slider v2.js. So now I have to get rid of this slider v2.js and need to implement the slider, which is basically can be a package. Okay, so what we are going to do here is, now we are going to remove, so I'm going to remove this now. And now we have to implement this particular slider into any Angular package. Okay, because currently we are using the JavaScript. So in the Angular application, basically usage of JavaScript is not the good approach, because whenever your Angular application will keep enhancing, so this JavaScript file can be a conflict with your other packages, or if you install any new packages in your Angular application. So we should always try to reduce writing JavaScript basically in our Angular application. That's the main purpose of Angular framework. Here it is that we have to reduce the JavaScript code and make use of the TypeScript code as much as we can. Now I'm proceeding. So here I am now going to implement one package which is called Ngx Owl Carousel. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this link. You can also search for like this in Google, Ngx and OWL Carousel. If you type like this, so it will come up in the top list in the Google, and you can simply go to here. Okay, now I'm proceeding, and what I will do, I will copy this command here, and I will go to my terminal. Okay, this is my terminal, and here I will simply install this package. So it will take few seconds. Now it is installed, and I will make sure that it has been updated in my package.json. Let me simply search by OWL. So here we can see ngx owl carousel -o. So 20 version, which is compatible with the Angular version 20. So before installing any npm packages, we also need to make sure in the documentation of the npm js itself where that particular packages is there. So here we need to see the compatibility. So here they have mentioned that 20 uh, Angular version is compatible with this particular package. Okay. So now here one thing I would like to mention very focusedly is that whenever we are uh, implementing any package, or whenever we are installing any package in our Angular application, First of all, we have to test the doc file. Okay. So test the doc file. What I mean to say, test the doc file means I have to read the documentation. So first of all, I will just go scroll down and I will click get started. So here they have given the few configurations, basically how we can start implementing this package in our uh, Angular application. So number one step was installation, which we have completed here. Number two, now what they are saying is add style one of these variants. Okay, so either we can do like this or we can do like this. Okay, so anything you can prefer. If your Angular version is not supporting this, then definitely we can go with this one. So what I am going to do, I am going to copy this and I will simply go to my angular.json, and here I will paste this to CSS file. And here now I need to remember that if I am doing any changes in angular.json, then I need to compile my application again. So now I will compile my application. Now let's go to the documentation. Let me scroll down and let's see what the configuration they have. So here what they are doing, what they are saying, that you need to import carousel module. Now in Angular 20, since module concept has been removed, so how we can achieve this in Angular 20, right? So most of your developers are very confused here. Even I was also confused when I started working in the Angular 17 plus, because in 17 plus there is not a concept of app.module.ts. So I was confused how I can implement this. So then I learned about these things, the way how it works. So now we are here. So how we have to do this? We have to simply copy this. Okay. Now one thing I would like to say is that uh, before directly implementing this, first of all, we should always implement in our app tier. Okay. What I can do here is I will go to app.html. For now, for time being, I will just comment the whole code. Okay. And in in app component, basically, I will try to implement this the demo carousel slider. Okay. If the demo carousel slider is working fine, then that means our configuration and everything is set up in our Angular application, and now we can go ahead to implement in our specific component. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this carousel module. So basically in app.ts, I can simply import this module here in the imports array, and I can import this from the library here like this. Okay, now let's scroll down. So here some few custom options are there. Basically these configurations are very important. We need to understand. So if we are learning a proper slider implementation, so definitely we should go through this one, and we need to understand the each properties, how this properties works. So what I'm going to do for now is copying this custom options and put it in my app component like this. Now I need to import this all options again from Ngx Owl Carousel -o package. Now let's see here what it is showing. So here we can see a dummy code, right? I'm copy this dummy code and I can paste this in the app.html like this. I think now package we have installed CSS related to the old carousel we have added in angular.json. In app.ts, we have imported carousel module, and in app.html, we have just given a dummy content here. Now let's see and check if it works or not. Let me recompile the application. Now if I go to our application, refresh it, so it is not working properly, right? Because here custom options we have given, loop is true, mouse drag, it is showing slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, but not. Let us check some, is there any issue in the console log, console.log. So console.log is giving some issues. Okay, it is about some script, I think. What I will do, I will get rid of all this script. Okay, let me recompile again. We are not going to use any external scripts. I will refresh. So error has been gone. So we can see here slide 1, slide 2, slide 3 is coming, but it is not working as expected, right? So in their documentation, this piece of code is not working, right? What we can do now here is, let us try with our slides component. Let me do one thing. I will open slide .html. So this is the slider component, right? Where we have implemented the carousel. Basically, we were using the carousel one, correct? Now, basically the item. What we have to copy from here is the item one. For example, this is the whole div and this is also a div, right? This is also a div container, then carousel caption. So all this div we have here. Let's copy this and paste inside slide 1 for now, like this, and let's see what happens in our application. So nothing is coming up. Is it the correct code, the current code? Options like this, options we are using like this only. Let us do one more testing. Let me copy this whole div here like this, and let me paste inside here. And now let me remove all the classes for carousel, because carousel we are not going to use anymore. And I will keep this carousel bg. I will remove this also for now. And I will remove this particular div, this opening and this closing div like this. Let us see what happens here. Okay, now it's something is visible, but still the slider is not working, right? Some problem is there. Let's see what they are saying here. What we have missed, I think we have missed this one, the animation. So we need to install this package itself to make the animation work. Let us install this, and then we need to again add this css in our angular.json. Package has been installed. Let me add here like this, and now again I need to compile the application. What could be the problem here? Okay, I think we shall proceed now. If we again look into the way, so it's not applying the proper because we are missing something, because we are missing the style properties and all. And also I think the config, the options are this particular options which we copied from here is not the correct configuration as compared to our sliders. Okay, let me do one thing. I have already stored these custom options. Let me copy this and paste here. Okay, now this particular options we are going to take here, and the one slider I've already stored. So I will just copy this and paste here. So this is the same HTML basically which is in our slider. I have closed the slider, right? So the first slider. Okay, so this is the first slider. Now here it is like this. Basically the styles we can get rid of, we can create a class, but mainly focus in this session is to how we can implement this slider. So we can definitely create a classes for this style. So now let us look into the browser. how it's looking like. Okay, now it's looking nice. Okay, the next slider we haven't provided. Let me go to sliders.html and copy the second one. This is the first one. This is the second one. Let me copy this and I will put this inside here for the second one. Now we'll just keep the same. For example, this particular div, the first two divs like this only, and one div we have to close, make it working. Our caption is not there. We will remove this like this. So we have to make it similar to the one, and definitely content is different for our slide two. Let's see. The first slide is welcome to the future. Second slide research made, but I think image is same, right? Let me check in the slider.html. What is the image for this one? Let me copy this. Maybe I stored the second slider image in my notepad. I will simply this is not the first one. This is the first one, like this. Now see. Now again it is same. Let us see in our the first one is this one. Second one we have this one, right? So I copied the second one, right? Let me see in the browser what it gives. Yeah, correct. This is only we copied, right? Let me again go here. First one is correct. Second one, let me change this one and let's see our application. Okay, now we have got it. Now third one we have to again go to the slider.html and we will say, oh, I copy. Yeah, that's correct. I will copy this holding. I think till there. Let me see from where we have from here to here. Let me copy this and inside hold one this one. This must be a previous one. Now let me make the same styling for these two tags here. Just copy down not. Let me copy again. Let me try like this. Now let us see. Again, third image is not correct. Third image this one. What's happening here? Slider copied the correct image and why it's not copying? See, this is the image, right? Oh, I copied these first two divs now, so that's why. Okay, I got it. Basically, what's happening because I am copying the styling from the first one, so that's why it is replacing our image as well. So we need to change the image. Okay, I can close this, close this. Now we can see here. So our Ngx Carousel slider is implemented and it's working very smooth and fine. So now here we can see arrow buttons are also there, dot buttons are also there. So we can play with some kind of configuration here. For example, we don't need navigation. So then navigation button will not uh, navigation button will not be visible if we make this nav false. If we can make this true and if we do not want dots here, so we can make this false and then the dots will be gone. So this was the session all over, basically to just see how we can implement the carousel slider. Now if we compare this with our HTML template, so almost same, only the thing is some kind of here if you see it is uh, little bit what we can say the extra styling here. let, let us see what we have here in before. So carousel bg, before we have this class, right? We can copy this. Let me copy this and Let me go to app.spss for now. Okay, and I can simply change the class name for this one, slider bg. Let me go to my app.html and change and we can put the class here like this, slider bg. I will copy this class and I will paste here also like this, and paste here also like this. Now if we see, now see, let me refresh this. Now here also we have the same slider. So we can add some sliding effects here in the particular button. So if we see here in the template, this but this content is little bit sliding up. So we can add here sliding classes, slide up classes here. That's not a big deal. Here we can add slide up. If it is not there, so we can create it. So these classes are not there, so we can create accordingly, right? So basically, the major challenge, basically what the developers faced, and I initially faced during the conversion of JavaScript to the mainly Angular one, is that how do we get rid of the script? Now we can see here Angular.json, we are totally getting rid of our script file, and we have successfully implemented our uh, slider. Okay, now this was the demo which we was checking in the app component, right? Now what we have to do is we have to basically shift this in our slider component. Let me open slider component and I will paste here. I will import from here. I will remove from here, and the carousel module I will import, and I will go here in imports. I will import here, and whatever we have, what else we have, I can remove all this new stuff here. Let me go to app.html. Let me open like this, and now I can simply copy this, and in my slider.html, which is this one, what I can do, I can carousel indicators. We don't need these buttons now. We don't need, because owl carousel will take care of this. Carousel slide, carousel fade, we don't need this. We can simply put inside this section. Let's see how it works. Great, awesome, it's looking nice to me. You guys let me know in the comment box how it looks to you, but I think we have successfully converted the whole JavaScript to the that Angular package, which is all package. So now we are using all carousel package, and it's really looking good. So basically what we have learned in this session, we have learned in this session how we can install the third party package, and how we can see their configuration and apply. But see here, this configuration was not working well. So definitely I already stored the piece of code in my system, and I copied that particular piece of code, and it started working. So little bit configuration which you can see here, and definitely I'm going to add this whole project in GitHub repo. So in the description box I will put this GitHub link, so it will be coming soon. I think that's it. Now that's it for this session. So basically these. So now if we see here, these all are disturbed. Why these are disturbed? Because we have removed our script file from here. So now similarly we have to implement like this. The all carousel slider we have implemented here. The same way we have to implement in these also. So guys, let's keep this task to you, and try from your end and try to achieve this. Yeah. So if you have any issues, if you are facing any problem, you can definitely put your comment in comment box, and I will be happy to help you. Okay, guys, thank you so much, and thanks for watching this session. I hope you have learned something from here. So keep growing, keep learning. Thank you so much. Have a good day.